My name is Nick Wendell, and I currently serve as the Assistant Director for Student Activities here in the Union. I started my UPC experience as an actual coordinator in the fall of 2001, and I served from 2001 to 2004 in different capacities on the board. During my freshman year, I'd gotten involved in Greek life, and I became an orientation leader. And a lot of my friends, specifically as orientation leaders, were also in UPC or interested in getting involved with UPC. I just decided, why not get involved? I was really involved in high school and looking for a way to kind of enhance my involvement experience. So going into my sophomore year, I decided to apply. As a student, I was involved. As a sophomore, my sophomore year, I was Grand Poobah and had a really neat opportunity to lead up the Hobo Day effort. And then my junior year, I served as the Publicity and Graphics Coordinator, which was a really neat experience, and maybe my favorite year on the board, actually, because I was an advertising major, and it really was that position that made me realize that I really enjoyed marketing, and my mind kind of worked that way, and it was kind of confirmation that like all these ideas I had could be put to use, because I think before that, I wasn't really sure how to like funnel the energy or just the mindset I had about how to communicate and how to market certain ideas. And so that role really helped me to refine that. And then my last year on the board, I was president, which was a really neat opportunity too. And I think it's kind of a great way to culminate all the experiences you've had on the board, and then kind of get to shape your own vision for what your board might look like. And then I graduated and was gone for a couple of years and had a really neat opportunity to come back as the advisor and served for 2 years as the advisor. We got to do some really neat concerts when I was on UPC. In my junior year on the board, we did, and these names won't be as relevant now, but at the time they were really exciting. We did Everclear and Sister Hazel as a joint concert, like the last week of school, and pulled off a huge concert in the Hyper Center, and that was just really exciting. Then my senior year, we got to do the grand opening concert, the first concert ever held in the Performing Arts Center. We did Mark Wills and Josh Turner, they're two country artists, and filled the Performing Arts Center. And to get to stand on stage and introduce those two artists and just see I don't know, I just felt like it was like 3 years of really awesome UPC experience coming together to spearhead a huge event. And it was just a really great way to kind of put a stamp on my student experience on UPC. I'm often in that mindset of how did my own student experience and the things I chose to get involved in shape me. My UPC experience probably shaped me more than anything I did in college. It definitely taught me the value of working in a team and a collaborative effort, and how your efforts can be enhanced by working closely with people you respect and people that all come to the table with energy and excitement to do their job. It really taught me how to, like I said earlier, funnel some of my creative energy, because I feel like I'm interested in a variety of things, but I didn't feel like I excelled as an artist or was great on stage or any of the things that I saw a lot of my friends and peers doing with their creative energy. I didn't feel like, while I was interested in those things, I didn't really excel in them. And so this was programming, event planning, marketing, all the things that I got to do in UPC really showed me there are so many ways to put your creative energies to use, and that was really neat for me. I think it also taught me a lot of maturity. I came from a small high school in a small town, and always kind of got, when I was involved and wanted to take charge of something, I got to, and I didn't ever have to really be held accountable for how I did things. I think in a small school, if you're willing to get involved, there are a lot of opportunities to do it. But I think if you enter a university setting, and a university the size of SDSU, you not only make the choice to be involved, but then you've got to back that up with some type of results. And I think just having that in my mind, I really need to be somebody who has high level of output to maintain my place here, was really good for me. And I think it shaped who I am as a professional now, to always think I have to put in a certain level of effort, or the outcome's not going to be what I hope it will be, and it's not going to serve the population of people that I need to serve in my professional role now. I met my wife on UPC. The majority of our wedding party at one time was either on UPC or a committee member or somebody who spent a lot of time in the UPC office. Our network of friends, and I think the people that we hold close to us now and are an important part of our life personally, are those that we were really involved in the UPC world with. I mean, there's something about pulling off really major, really stress-inducing programs at all hours of the night, sleeping under your desk, spending 60 plus hours a week with a group of people that can really bond you. And the people who are most important in my life now, outside of my immediate family, are the people that I was on UPC with. And one thing I didn't do that I had always thought I would do in college was study abroad. And I think part of the reason I didn't do that is because I had such a great UPC experience and I had such a close network of friends here that every semester it would approach and I'd have the paperwork and I would be thinking about locations, and it was so hard for me to think about not being involved in that organization and not being with the friends that I'd made such a bond with, and maybe even more afraid of them experiencing all these great things together and me not being a part of that. And so I do think that had I not been on UPC, my life would have taken some different turns. I don't think I would have left college with some of the skill sets that I had. I know I wouldn't be sitting here right now because I didn't even know a career in student affairs existed until I worked with UPC. And then certainly didn't understand how meaningful a career in student affairs could be and how impactful it could be. I really had never seen myself as a person that would be strongly affiliated with higher education. Both of my parents have been successful and found success in their careers, but neither of them have college degrees, and I don't come from a family that everybody just naturally goes to college. The expectation was always that I go to college. That was never a question, but it's not like I come from generations of my family that have been really engaged in a university. So I think being in a university setting has been really phenomenal for me, and I don't know that it would have happened without UPC.